अस्सलाम वालेकुम स्टूडेंट्स, वेलकम टू माय चैनल। आज से हम स्टार्ट कर रहे हैं पीएमएस जनरल नॉलेज की रिवीजन। कल जो है वो पीपीएससी ने अपना प्लानर अपडेट कर दिया है, जिसके अकॉर्डिंग 25 जनवरी को आपका पीएमएस जीके का पेपर होगा। इसलिए आज से जो है हम रिवीजन स्टार्ट करने जा रहे हैं। फर्स्ट पार्ट है आज रिवीजन का। स्टार्ट करेंगे हम फिज़िकल साइंसेस से। फिज़िकल साइंसेस में फर्स्ट MCQs है, विच प्लैनेट इज़ नोन एज द वाटरी प्लैनेट? अर्थ। द डिस्टेंस बिटवीन द सन एंड द अर्थ इज़ अप्रॉक्सीमेटली 150 मिलियन किलोमीटर। विच प्लैनेट हैज़ द शॉर्टेस्ट ईयर? मरकरी का होता है एंड इट्स इक्वल टू 88 अर्थ डेज। द प्लैनेट विद द मोस्ट प्रोमिनेंट रिंग्स इज़ सैचरन। इसकी 7 मेन रिंग्स हैं। Which is the densest planet in our solar system? Earth. What is the temperature at the center of the sun? 15 million degree centigrade. The outer surface of the sun is called photosphere. Which planet is known as morning star? Venus. Venus को evening star भी कहते हैं और ये hottest planet है, और जो coldest planet है वो Neptune है। नेक्स्ट है, विच गैस इज़ मोस्ट अबंडेंट इन द सन? हाइड्रोजन। और सेकंड नंबर पर हीलियम है। द टाइम टेकन बाय सनलाइट टू रीच अर्थ इज़ 8 मिनट्स एंड 20 सेकेंड्स। विच प्लैनेट रोटेट्स फ्रॉम ईस्ट टू वेस्ट? वीनस। बाकी सारे प्लैनेट्स जो हैं वो रोटेट करते हैं एंटी क्लॉकवाइज और वीनस रोटेट करता है क्लॉकवाइज। The planet known as the twin of the Earth is Venus. Which is the largest moon in our solar system? Ganymede. It's the moon of Jupiter. Which planet is called the Lord of the Rings? Saturn. The Big Bang Theory explains the origin of the universe. A light year is a unit of distance. Which planet has the highest surface temperature? Venus. The galaxy we live in is called Milky Way. Which planet is known as the red planet? Mars. The path of the planet around the sun is called orbit. Which planet has the most moons? Saturn. The first man to step on the moon was Neil Armstrong. Which gas is responsible for the blue color of Neptune? Methane. An eclipse of the sun, solar eclipse, occurs during new moon. An eclipse of the moon, lunar eclipse, occurs during full moon. The SI unit of force is Newton. The speed of light in a vacuum is 300,000 km per second. Which instrument is used to measure the purity of milk? Lactometer. The weight of a body at the center of the earth is 0. Which instrument measures atmospheric pressure? Barometer. The law of inertia is Newton's first law of motion. What is the unit of power? Watt. Energy stored in a stretched spring is elastic potential energy. Which instrument is used to measure the depth of the ocean? Fathometer. The escape velocity of the earth is 11.2 km per second. Sound waves cannot travel through vacuum. The SI unit of work and energy is joule. Which mirror is used by dentists? Concave mirror. The unit of electric current is ampere. Short-sightedness is also known as myopia. Which lens is used to correct far-sightedness? Convex lens. The process of heat transfer in solids is conduction. Heat transfer in liquids and gases occurs by convection. The heat from the sun reaches earth via radiation. The dry cell converts chemical energy into electrical energy. Which color of light has the longest wavelength? Red. Which color of light scatters the most? Violet or blue? What is the density of water? 1 gram per centimeter cube. The boiling point of water in Fahrenheit is 212 degree Fahrenheit. Absolute zero is equal to minus 273.15 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड। अगर आपको पीडीएफ नोट्स चाहिए जिसमें पीएमएस के जीके नोट्स हैं सिलेबस वाइज और पीएमएस जीके के सॉल्व पास पेपर्स 2012 से 2024 तक एडिशनल इन्फॉर्मेशन के साथ, तो आपको इस वीडियो की डिस्क्रिप्शन में एक नंबर मिल जाएगा, उस पर आप कांटेक्ट कर सकते हैं। The most abundant element in the universe is hydrogen. Which gas is used in electric bulbs? Argon. The chemical name of baking soda is sodium bicarbonate. The chemical name of washing soda is sodium carbonate. Which acid is present in a car battery? Sulfuric acid. Dry ice is the solid form of carbon dioxide. Which metal is the best conductor of electricity? Silver. The isotope of hydrogen used in nuclear reactors is deuterium. Which gas is known as laughing gas? Nitrous oxide. The pH of human blood is 7.4. Which gas is used to ripen fruits artificially? Ethylene. The main component of natural gas is methane. Which element is used in the lead of pencils? Graphite. The most reactive element is fluorine. Which gas is used in soda water? Carbon dioxide. The chemical formula for heavy water is D2O. Which metal is liquid at room temperature? Mercury. The king of chemicals is sulfuric acid. What is the common name for sodium chloride? Table salt. Which metal is stored in kerosene to prevent reaction? Sodium. The purest form of water in nature is rainwater. Which gas is used for welding? Acetylene. Brass is an alloy of copper and zinc. Bronze is an alloy of copper and tin. The hardest substance on earth is diamond. The layer of atmosphere nearest to the earth is troposphere. The ozone layer is found in the stratosphere. Which gas protects us from ultraviolet rays? Ozone. The study of Earth's internal structure is geology. Igneous rocks are formed by the cooling of magma. Which instrument is used to measure earthquakes? Seismograph. The intensity of an earthquake is measured on Richter scale. Richter scale. The most abundant metal in the Earth's crust is aluminium. The greenhouse effect is mainly caused by carbon dioxide. The percentage of nitrogen in the air is 78%. The percentage of oxygen in the air is 21%. Fossil fuels are found in which type of rocks? Sedimentary rocks. Acid rain is caused by oxides of sulfur and nitrogen. The most abundant gas in the Earth's atmosphere is nitrogen. The study of weather is called meteorology. The imaginary line dividing Earth into north and south is equator. Granite is an example of igneous rocks. The primary cause of tides in the ocean is gravitational pull of moon. Which layer of earth is liquid? Outer core. Ecology is the study of organisms and their environment. Which is the most abundant gas in the universe? Hydrogen. The temperature at which Celsius and Fahrenheit scales are equal? minus 40 degree. What is the SI unit of pressure? Pascal. The diamond ring effect is seen during total solar eclipse. Which planet is known as the green planet? Uranus. The process of converting liquid to gas at its boiling point is called vaporization. An instrument used to measure the speed of wind is anemometer. Which gas is used in the treatment of cancer? Radon. The chemical formula for bleaching powder is CaClO2. Who discovered X-rays? Wilhelm Röntgen. The element with the highest melting point is tungsten. Quartz is chemically silicon dioxide. The main component of glass is sand, silica. Which gas is used to fill balloons? Helium. The speed of sound in air is approximately 343 meters per second. Which mirror is used as a rear view mirror in vehicles? Convex mirror. The unit of radioactivity is becquerel. Who invented battery? Alessandro Volta. The modem is used for data transmission over phone lines. Which acid is found in ant's sting? Formic acid. The chemical name of vinegar is acetic acid. Which gas is used in the manufacture of vanaspati ghee? Hydrogen. The plaster of Paris is made from gypsum. Which element is used in the manufacture of matches? Phosphorus. The most ductile metal is gold. Tsunami is a Japanese word meaning harbor wave. The most abundant mineral in the human body is calcium. Which gas is known as marsh gas? Methane. The study of fossils is called paleontology. Which instrument measures the intensity of light? Photometer. The ozone hole was first discovered over Antarctica. Which planet has the great red spot? Jupiter. What is the pH of a neutral solution? 7. The unit of magnetic flux is Weber. Who gave the theory of relativity? Albert Einstein. Which metal is used for the filament of a bulb? Tungsten. The process of rusting of iron is an oxidation reaction. Which acid is present in the human stomach? Hydrochloric acid. The universal solvent is water. Which gas is used to put out fires? Carbon dioxide. The number of protons in an atom is its atomic number. Which metal is used for making aircraft? Aluminium. The unit of resistance is ohm. Who discovered electron? J.J. Thomson. Who discovered neutron? James Chadwick. Who discovered proton? Ernest Rutherford. The milk of magnesia is chemically magnesium hydroxide. Which gas is evolved when an acid reacts with metal? Hydrogen. The hardest part of the human body is tooth enamel. Which metal is used in galvanization? Zinc. The study of the universe is called cosmology. Which planet is called evening star? Venus. The Halley's comets will be visible again in 2061. Halley's comet is visible approximately after every 75 to 76 years. The distance of the nearest star Proxima Centauri is 4.24 light years. Which gas is used in cigarette lighters? Butane. The periodic table was first devised by Mendeleev. Which element is present in all organic compounds? Carbon. The jet engine works on the principle of conservation of linear momentum. Which device converts sound energy into electrical energy? Microphone. Which device converts electrical energy into sound energy? Loudspeaker. The hydraulic brake works on Pascal's law. The Bernoulli's principle is related to fluid dynamics. Which instrument measures relative humidity? Hygrometer. The galvanometer is used to detect electric current. Which metal is commonly used for making magnets, iron, nickel, and cobalt? The sea breeze occurs during daytime. The land breeze occurs during night time. The chemical formula for quartz SiO2. Which element is used in vulcanization of rubber? Sulfur. The iodine test is used to detect starch. Which gas is used for the purification of water? Chlorine. The Boyle's law relates pressure and volume. The Charles law relates volume and temperature. What is the value of g? Acceleration due to gravity 9.8 meter per second square. Which gas is responsible for the smell of rotten eggs? Hydrogen sulfide. The friction can be reduced by using lubricants. The transformer works on the principle of electromagnetic induction. Which metal is found in chlorophyll? Magnesium. The solar cell is made of silicon. Which gas is used for cryopreservation? Liquid nitrogen. The hard water contains salts of calcium and magnesium. Which acid is found in grapes? Tartaric acid. The atomic bomb is based on nuclear fission. The hydrogen bomb is based on nuclear fusion. Which radioactive element is present in heart pacemakers? Plutonium. The scurvy disease is prevented by vitamin C. Which gas is used in manufacture of urea? Ammonia. The diamond sparkles because of total internal reflection. The rainbow is formed due to dispersion and reflection. Which color has the shortest wavelength? Violet. The primary colors are red, green, and blue. The secondary colors are cyan, magenta, and yellow. Which gas is used in neon signs? Neon. The pitch of sound depends on its frequency. The loudness of sound depends on its amplitude. The Doppler effect is related to sound and light. Which metal is used for canning of food? Tin. The gunpowder is mixture of sulfur, charcoal, and potassium nitrate. Which gas is used for artificial respiration? Oxygen and helium. The stainless steel is an alloy of iron, chromium, and nickel. The ammeter is always connected in series. The voltmeter is always connected in parallel. Which gas is present in LPG, liquefied petroleum gas, propane, and butane? The sodomy of a battery is checked by hydrometer. The velocity of sound is maximum in solids. आज की इस वीडियो में मैंने आपके साथ 200 MCQs शेयर किए हैं फिज़िकल साइंसेज से रिलेटेड। कल हम बायोलॉजिकल साइंसेज से रिलेटेड जो मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट MCQs हैं उनको पढ़ेंगे। आई होप कि ये MCQs आपको पेपर में हेल्प करें। अगर आप इसी तरह की और वीडियोस देखना चाहते हैं तो मेरे इस चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करके साथ में मौजूद बेल आइकन को प्रेस कर दें ताकि जब नई वीडियोस अपलोड हों तो आपके पास नोटिफिकेशन आ जाए। थैंक्स फॉर वाचिंग। अल्लाह हाफिज़। अगर आपको PDF नोट्स चाहिए जिसमें PMS के GK नोट्स हैं सिलेबस वाइज और PMS GK के सॉल्व पास पेपर्स 2012 से 2024 तक एडिशनल इन्फॉर्मेशन के साथ, तो आपको इस वीडियो की डिस्क्रिप्शन में एक नंबर मिल जाएगा, उस पर आप कांटेक्ट कर सकते हैं।